competitive appearance, the Chargers achieved remarkable success in the recent Toby Lee 100-miler. But the 500 is a vastly tougher assignment. At Forest Elbow, Leo Gagan and Doug Whitefoot brush with spectacular results. A 3 times Australian Grand Prix winner, once at Bathurst, Whitefoot is dazed but unhurt. He scorns assistance. Rather, does he ponder the possibility of getting the 1200 mobile again. Though exposed to danger, the track marshals quickly adjust the Datsun, which, together with a few other things, is minus a rear windscreen. But after a couple of minutes, it's to continue in the race. The Ford team manager's obviously happy with Moffat's first pit stop.
We have a time at about 1 minute 50, and for that we have put on at least 30 gallons of fuel and done 4 complete tires. He's a very happy man. Every time he comes by, the smile gets bigger.
Timekeeping for Moffat is his wife Pauline, who nowadays regularly carries out this task. Complete with rear airflow ventilation, Whitefoot's Datsun. The Lister Selden Falcon XY500, the only one of its make in Class D, numerically dominated by Turanas and Chargers. His brief pit stop allows Moffat to hold his lead. Though more than a lap behind, Bond is rapidly improving his position, but French still holds second place. Goss is consistent and ready to swoop, should the leaders falter. Bruce Stewart leads Class B in his Datsun 1600, and Bond is now a distinct possibility for class honours. So too is the Cook Leeds XU1. With the wind in the vicinity of 60 knots, some of the loose papers around the circuit find their way onto the radiators of several cars, bringing about overheating and the eventual withdrawal of a few so affected. Doug Whitefoot feels the full force of the wind. His face badly chafed, he's determined to finish, and the Datsun is going well enough to give him that opportunity. Murray Carter loses a little time the hard way. Emerging as a threat, Phil Barnes and Bob Skelton's Falcon, and Bond is right up with the group chasing the tearaway leaders. Harry Firth sounds philosophical.
Colin's going very well. Well, they both are, you know. They're both doing the same lap time. With this, all you do is you poke along at the best speed you can, and whatever comes out at the end, that's what you get.
And Bond's driving a typically patient race. As French comes in with some troubles, Firth's rival manager Marsden also expounds a positive view.
French is not entirely happy with his brakes, but this is no problem. He's a very experienced man, and apart from that, everything's fine.
David Mackay's consistent lapping gets him one place closer to the lead through French's troubles. Wayne Robertson zigzags through the cutting as Bartlett hammers down Conrad to further improve his position. The only ladies' team in the event, Pat Peck and Jan Holland. David Mackay skillfully negotiates the S's. Forced out of the race with mechanical troubles last year, there's little likelihood the same will happen today. The most experienced driver in the field, he's going well. Consolidating his grip on the Classic, Moffat has his rivals struggling to keep within range. Having helped in the production of the Chargers, Leo Gagan's knowledge of their capabilities is invaluable. He hands over to co-driver Peter Brown during the second pit stop. Team manager Ellis retains confidence.
are running very consistently. The drivers are doing what we want them to. Drivers can play it according to their own comfortable lap times, but at this stage we're not trying to set any record, and we want to make sure they're all there at the finish.
Moffat flashes by, increasing his margin as Brown takes the Charger back onto the track. Leading in Class C, the rotary-engined Mazda of Gary Cook and Gary Holmes, one of the only two Mazdas in their category. It's the first time rotary-engined vehicles have competed in the 500, their Dunlop racing rubber contributing to their solid performance. The fiercely competitive Bartlett equals second fastest lap times with a 2:42, as does French. '68 winner Bruce McPhee. A gratified Firth as Bond and Brock now lead their class. But Bill Stanley is really pushing. Now in control, Moffat's averaging around 2:49. There's some close calls for those pressing a little too hard. His exhaust belching smoke, Digby Cook eases off the XU1's accelerator, but the car is to finish the race. Foot flat to the floor, Goss dices with West down Conrod over the concluding stages. Moffat has an advantage of almost 2 laps and, barring misfortune, is assured of victory. Barnes and Skelton have taken over second place and Mackay is close behind. His concentration inflexible, Moffat is in no danger of becoming complacent. James Lang Peach leading Class A and his Datsun. Bond is now 4th behind the Falcons of Skelton and Mackay, running 2nd and 3rd respectively, but they're all too far back to threaten Moffat. On Conrod, in the last of the 130 laps, Moffat is a happy man as he approaches Murray's Corner.
After 500 miles, I can assure you this is the happiest turn a driver can make, is this left-hander onto the straight, waiting for the jubilation of his pit crew to give him the wave finishing the race.
Moffat's nearest opponent is over a lap behind, and his overall time of 6 hours, 9 minutes, 49.5 seconds betters the previous record by over 20 minutes. The victor's laurel wreath and trophy is presented by Hardy Ferodo General Manager George Hibbert to Moffat, the first to win successive 500s driving alone. Filling 5 of the first 6 places, the Falcons give Moffat and Ford a great victory in Australia's most thrilling saloon event.